I haven't like sat down in front of the camera in a really long time. I thought today would be good because I've been prepping to go to Paris and I'm not lighting this properly. Of course, because why could I do life things right now? I'm always a person that has 5 million to-do lists, and on those 5 million to-do lists, there's about 6 million things, and I found myself stretching myself too thin, but in a really weird way. Like, I was still getting content out, I was still keeping up with all of my deadlines, but I just felt so overwhelmed. I needed to find a way to work smarter, and I know I've shown this on my channel a couple of times before, but this is not sponsored by any means. I just truly have utilized it for 2 months straight, and I have seen real results in my productivity and just all around my stress and my vibe for every day. Planning my week is gonna be way different than planning your week, but these are some tips and tricks that I use that have actually worked and I've actually stuck to. So I've just been really excited to kind of share with you guys how I'm keeping up with all the things, but I'm not feeling overwhelmed. When I am planning my week with the productivity journal, I try to keep in mind bigger goals that I need to break apart into multiple days because that will help me stay on task. And then for the secondary task or the extra additional tasks that they leave you, because it goes from order of importance, I'll add like the daily things that I've been putting off, such as like getting Callie groomed or her nails clipped, into that box to know that when I get all these important things done through the week, I can focus on the tedious house errands and personal errands. You can see that I'm writing some numbers next to the task, and that is actually in reference to these things called Pomodoros. The productivity journal walks you through a new way of focusing and working through your task. They do a much better job than I'm about to do, but basically what you want to do is 25 minutes of no distractions while you're working on your task, and then you have a 5-minute break, and then you jump right back into 25 minutes. And those numbers right there are me guessing or hoping to get that task done in that amount of time, in that amount of Pomodoros. As I am progressing in this productivity journal, this little part where it says commitment has become very useful for me recognizing my failures in the last week and what I can do to be more efficient. And for this week, it was waking up at 6:30 every morning. Now we're moving on to the daily planning, and I actually do that only the night before for the next day. I never do more than one day at a time because the tasks tend to change. The daily planning is a little bit different, but it's essentially the same thing. You want to start with the most important task that you want to accomplish for the day, like literally this is the task that you would be stoked if you completed, and then you move on to tasks that you can only complete once you complete the first task. And this kind of sounds crazy actually as I'm voicing it over, but I promise you, working from the most important to just additional tasks for me, I never used to do that for whatever reason. I would jump around and like scramble all my to-dos together that I would never get anything done. So this forces me to go from the top of the list to the bottom versus trying to take everything on at once. They have an area down below for notes, and this is where I kind of list things that I need to do throughout the day that don't necessarily need Pomodoros or 25 minutes allotted to them. It's just a larger task like an event or just something small that I wanted to accomplish I can do in 5 minutes. When I have this all done, I like to step back and really reread it and make sure my mind isn't blanking and I'm forgetting a deadline or something. But when I'm finished writing all of this into the productivity journal, I move all of these items into basically an app on my phone called Things. No, this is not sponsored. I am just so ridiculously pumped on this app because I am such a list girl and I always lose 5,000 lists that I make every single day. So it allows me to have everything in one place. What I like to do is start by comparing my weekly planner with my Things app. So they have an upcoming tab and you can add tasks throughout the week, literally all the way to the end of the year, as far in advance as you want to. So I'll take the time to kind of look at my week and break it down in what I like to call a perfect world of how I want to get it done. For example, get Callie groomed on Friday versus getting her done on Monday because I need to focus on content on Monday. Another thing I really like is that Paul and I actually share a calendar on our phones, and this automatically uploads your calendar to the Things app. So when you're looking at your day, whether it's your daily checklist or your weekly, it tells you what time all your events are at on those days, so you really don't forget. While I'm working on adding all my to-dos, if the days are starting to not make sense, because obviously you know how you work, you know what days you're busy, you know what days you're not, you can move tasks around and put them in order if you want to. I love to do them from the start of the day to the finish because I'm crazy, but I really love the freedom of swiping over on a task and moving it to a specific date if it gets pushed, or you could just literally drag and drop it. After I get my week down in my productivity journal, I move to my jumbo calendar, and I've actually DIY'd this on my channel before, but you don't need this type of size of calendar if you don't have the space for it.
This may seem a little backwards, but I actually moved to my monthly calendar after I've done my weekly because I take my monthly calendar week by week. And when you move on in closer, you can see that this is really designated to deadlines, content creation, sponsorships, contracts, and family things. I am a huge fan of color coordination, so I write all my deadlines in red and then tasks for content in black. Being a one-woman show, shooting, editing, and launching all my content, as well with keeping up with my socials and my emails and anything else that comes in for me, can be so overwhelming, and then my content suffers. So I love using this calendar to make sure I'm allotting days for shooting, editing, and then at the same time I can kind of step back for the month and just make sure that I am on track for all my deadlines. I like to use green for family events or like things that don't necessarily pertain to content. I'll continue to work my way through all the way to Sunday, and something I really like is that this calendar lives in our garage, so our family always sees it. So the blue that you see up there is for the mini human, and I put her events up there as well because we're always in there, and it's nice to kind of just look up to the wall and be like, oh, okay, you have your sleepover on Saturday. I don't want you to think I adopted this method just recently. I've actually always used color coordination on all of my monthly calendars, no matter what size they are. So obviously adapt it to fit your space and fit your life. When I'm all done with my monthly calendar, I move over to my clipboards to make sure all the projects that I have aligned on each one are corresponding with the week that I am working on.
For me, I love having a space for everything, especially when it pertains to my work, because if I were to just jumble it all together and put it in a cabinet, I really wouldn't pay much attention to it. I always make sure that my calendar is working with me versus against me, because sometimes I would look at my calendar and just get so frustrated that I wasn't on track, versus just trying to step back and reprioritize all the tasks that I have laid out. I hope that this video helped at least one of you, and like I always say, sharing is caring, so comment down below your tips and tricks or something that works for you to plan and prioritize properly and get things done. Alright guys, that is it for me today. I know it's a little bit different of a video, but I really did have to prioritize my month before I went to Paris, and I thought it was a perfect opportunity to share it with you guys. Thank you guys so much, but I am gonna go downstairs and finish Wednesday's DIY that I am very excited about. Catch you then.